Okay, so you want to take advantage of the current market and make sure that if you're buying or selling a house, especially now that we're in the spring market and going into summer, you better pay attention to this video or else you're going to make some of the biggest mistakes of your life. If we haven't met before, my name is Eric and I am here in the Las Vegas area to help you learn everything about living in Las Vegas. And if you need anything, reach out, call, text, email. My information is down below and in the pinned comments. Just reach out, call, text, email, or get on my calendar and I am more than glad to help along with my team. Okay, see, I'm in the car again, trying to be efficient. Unfortunately, this is a bad one going to a memorial service. This has been a very bad couple of weeks. First, my best friend from childhood, his mother passed, and she was my mother's best friend. They were roommates in college. Then this friend passed out in Colorado from the Big C. We worked together here in Las Vegas. We're having a memorial service for, and then a few days ago, family member passed. This has been a sad little couple of weeks for me. I'm pressing on, had its memorial service, and right before starting out here, I got a little communication that really got me like thinking about some things, and it had to do with a listing that I have and things I've talked about before, and I wanted to bring them out because this is really a good time to really think about it and what's going on in the current market. So first of all, it has to do with condos and also has to do with what the market is doing, not what you wanted to do and what you're kind of like looking for to get out of things. And it goes both ways for both the sellers and the buyers. I've always told buyers, see what the market's doing and see what a particular house is doing and what that area is doing, because you can take advantage of it. And if you're a seller, if you're not watching out, people are going to take advantage of you. So here's a little story. Condo market right now is not doing very well, and it's not doing well nationally because of several factors. Biggest factor right now is the HOA fees. They are going up like crazy. And in this particular condo, the HOA fees have just gone out of control. Now, so far over the last 6 months, all of the offers for every condo in the complex have come from investors. Now, my seller has turned down every single offer. So I'm going to have to kind of make up numbers right now to kind of, make things fair. So let's say the condo is worth $250, making it up. And all of the offers that have come in for condos that are in this condition have been, let's make the number up and say, 175. Okay, well, all the other condo owners have started to accept the 175 because the HOA has gone up so dadgum high that regular buyers just can't do it right now. So it's these investors, they've come in and they start buying up everything. And I've talked to all of the sellers, or at least their agents, and it's like, we just had to take it. Nobody else is coming to see the condos. There's other things going on. The HOA is just too high. It's killing everything. Every week I talk to the seller. HOA is killing everything. And he's complaining, the HOA is too high. The HOA is too high. They keep raising. It's going up 3 times this year. I'm like, yeah, I know. Everybody else is saying the same thing. Okay, so he keeps turning down the offers. The same offers everyone else is being made. No real offers or regular offers. They're all from these investors. So now all of the investor offers have actually hit the MLS. In other words, they've closed. So an investor who, months ago made an offer for, let's say, the 175, seller still willing. I mean, have they come down? Are they willing to bargain? It's like, well, let's see, we've had several of these. They've hit the MLS. They've hit it sold and everything. I don't know. So, well, let me sharpen my pencil, take a look at it. Well, his pencil, I guess, got dull. And he comes back with his offer. It's like, well, I'm looking, all of these have hit the market. So that's now the new price. Remember, 250, 175. And so that's the new market. I'm not going to pay 175. I'm willing to give 150. Remember, made up numbers here. So, and plus it's been on the market so long because the seller refused to take these offers. So this is kind of a thing that happens, and I've seen it over and over again where sellers do this. Now, I'm going to put it from the buy side. I'm under contract, been under contract a little over a week now on a place. The seller, they're actually like really taking it in the shorts for real. In this case, my seller is not taking the shorts, but this one I have the buyer, seller's kind of taking it in the shorts. Make the numbers up again. We're going to call it, let's say, $450,000. So $450,000, and house has been sitting on the market. Well, I've got to make numbers up. 100 days. So the buyer goes, you think they'll take $425 for it? Now, remember, they've already come down the price a few times. I'm like, you know what? It's been on the market 100 days. That's not normal. I think we can get less. He goes like, how much less? I think we should put in an offer for, let's say, 400. 400, yeah, let's try it. We get it for, we're gonna make up numbers, 415. That's because it sat on the market too long. You'll see this happen over and over again. Just a few months ago, a very similar situation happened where the house, the seller, they had it on the market and they were trying to get a certain price. It got to a point where they had to sell. And over my 11 years in real estate, 12 years in real estate coming up or so, I've seen it happen so many times. And the smart buyers, they take advantage of it. I've talked about this back during COVID. There's this house I call the Unicorn. It was the most perfect house I'd ever seen. Most perfect house. And they overpriced it. And they refused to reduce the price because everybody was getting these ridiculous prices. So it just sat there. The most perfect house ever. Fortunately for me, I actually got a listing, and it was a just gorgeous house. They wanted to try to overprice. It's like, think we can get that kind of thing. It's like, just don't overprice the house. You're gonna get so much money. They got more than they were talking about. Do you know why? Priced it right to begin with, and they got bid after bid after bid. People were fighting for that house. But why didn't the Unicorn house get fought over? Because they overpriced it. I've just seen this so many times. Just don't do it, especially right now, and especially in the condo market. I was on the phone yesterday with an agent out in Arizona. If you see this, Barbara, remember our conversation. And she was talking about how they finally got rid of their condo, and they had to get rid of it because the HOA was going so high. And she was telling me what their HOA was. I'm like, that ain't no HOA. What you talking about, girl? Because different people have different, it really wasn't high. That's like what normal HOA was here back before they started going up. But anyway, these HOAs are just getting ridiculous on these condos lately, and it's driving a lot of people out. And on top of that, there's this insurance thing that is like really creeping down that a lot of people aren't talking about. And it's really starting to affect the condo market especially. And a lot of it is the kind of like the little backdraft from what happened in Florida. Remember that? Where that condo in Florida kind of like fell down a little bit, just a little bit. So the reverberations from that is that these condos, there's a lot of insurance issues right now. And because of these insurance issues, they are having issues. And even like if they're on the list where they can be financed by FHA and VA and stuff, that's not true. They go in for what's known as condo certs. And now it's like, nope, we're not going to approve this loan. It's like, wait a minute, it's on the list. It's like, no, we don't care. Yeah, that's happening. So a lot of people are going in, they're thinking they're buying a condo, and that's not happening right now. So it's starting to become like a real big issue that's happening here in the Vegas market. On top of that, insurance in general is starting to go up. Just regular insurance on homes and condos. You just won't believe how bad it's getting here. Taxes are going up, everything else is going up, and it's just really affecting the entire market. So I'm just gonna tell you right up front, off Jump Street, everything needs to be priced right. Interest rates are not going down right now. So the housing market is just, I'm not gonna lie, getting really tricky. And right now, a lot of people are getting nervous because if you haven't noticed, the market, especially the job market, is getting really serious here in Las Vegas because the tourists have started to dry up because you'll just get some political comments from either side of the political spectrum. I'm just gonna say, the Canadians have stopped coming. The Canadians were our #1 out-of-country visitors to Las Vegas. They ain't coming anymore. A lot of people have dumped their houses on the market. I don't know how many of those are Canadians. I don't know if there's a way to tell. There should be, but I don't think anyone's looking at that. So if you've been looking at my live streams, I've been surprised the number of houses that have come onto the market. It's getting just weird around here. And I can even see it because you got people who are kind of like faking it, going like, oh yeah, market is just really heating up. What do they mean by heating up? Because in that same complex, I think I've told this story, and I may have told it on a live stream. There was a guy in my office who had a listing in there. And it was like when I first started, when I was calling the other agents around. So I called this guy up, and I guess he didn't recognize me. He goes, oh man, you just got to get your clients over there. It's the best. Oh my God, you should. Around there at XYZ place, I don't want to say because it may like dox the location of this condo complex. Oh, all the building that's going on right now, that place is going to be popping, it's going to be snapping. Everything's going to be going great there. Oh man, you got to get your clients there. It is the best. Oh man, I'm telling you, got to get. I'm like, hey, bro, it's me. It's Eric. It's Eric Hudson. Oh yeah, it's you, man. Okay, ain't nothing going on there. I haven't had any showings. That place is dead. Have you heard about the HOAs there? HOAs are going crazy. Man, nobody's seeing that place. That's why I hate salespeople. They'll tell you something like that and then start telling you the truth. So anyway, here's the truth. Price your stuff right if you're a seller, or you're gonna end up the next piece of advice I'm about to tell you. Look for these people who ain't pricing their stuff right, because they're gonna get desperate after about 60 days. Right now, closing cost. The sellers are giving closing costs. No, you see me on here, I'm always talking about go to the new bills, you get closing costs, you get interest. Yeah, you do. Probably gonna come out with a video, something, I forget who put it out, it was Compass. President Compass said that new bills are actually the best bargains right now. Here's the caveat. I would always say this, you can go back to my videos because somebody's gonna take one video and go like, ooh, look here, this. Yes, I say it. New bills, closing costs, interest rate buy down, a new house. Here's the thing. Right now, the sellers are giving concessions. If they ain't, move on to the next one. Move on to the next one. Trust me, you will get those closing costs now. Right now, I don't know about a month from now, 2 months from now. Right now, nationwide, this isn't Vegas, nationwide, 50% of sellers are giving closing costs. If you end up with a seller who's not giving closing costs, bump them. Go to the next one. And again, I said closing costs. I didn't mean all of them, but if you go to the new bills again, you're gonna get most of your closing costs plus interest rate buy down, plus new housing. You gotta bargain over because, they still be coming back with, I don't wanna fix this, I don't wanna fix that. Can they do this? Can they do that? You don't have to worry about that with the new house. Anyway, if you need some kind of help, call, text, email. My information is down below. Again, my name is Eric. I'm here in the North Las Vegas, Henderson area. Myself, my team, those I work with, we're more than glad to help you out. All my military brothers and sisters, you know what I'm about to say. Alpha, Mike, Foxtrot, rest you lovely folks. You know I love you because you're always here. You're always calling me, and I love working with you. We're going to keep them lights on for you. Call me.